Okay, welcome back everyone. So as you remember, today's title is Opportunity Knocks. So usually when an opportunity comes, it's good to take it. It's good to grab onto it so you can have the life experience. But one pharmacy in Toronto, in Canada, has recently found itself in some hot water. So usually when people apply for a job, they take a look carefully at the description and then decide if they want to apply. But unfortunately, many jobs these days are somewhat misleading.
Sneaky.
Yes, sneaky. So maybe lying about the benefits that they have, and like the personal time off is also quite contentious these days. Or your job duties in general. So maybe you think that you are applying for a consultant position, but then when you actually start work, you realize that you're making cold calls to people, just calling people as an advertisement, being like, do you know this company? Do you want to buy this product? Which I would hate to do personally, because usually those people get very angry with you. So the pharmacy in Toronto, they are a fully staffed pharmacy. They are a for-profit company. They're not non-profit, like a charity of some sort. They recently offered a job that had no pay. So they offered it pro bono, so no payment. But you might think, oh, like what you did in the hospital, good work experience. However, it didn't seem like this pro bono position was actually going to be working with medicine at all. Obviously, they can't because they don't have a license, but they can observe the staff, like counting the pills, like putting all the powder together. Like, oh, this is what happens in a pharmacy. No.
Not even that.
Yeah, similar to your paper shredding, this position was basically just admin work.
Like stocking.
Yeah, stocking
supplies,
the shelves, like doing really mundane work that maybe would probably be a minimum wage job, because you don't need the pharmacy license to do all those things. It seemed like they wanted someone to take away those like little job positions away from the pharmacist so they could focus on the medicine. And so this has caused a huge debate as to whether this was ethical or not. So in many places around the world, it's common to do apprenticeships where you watch someone do something skilled so you can also learn that skill. So maybe when you were in the hospital, you could have learned how like nurses do their stuff.
I learned how to shred papers and take out the staples before it goes in.
Before you break the machine.
Yeah.
So that's what usual apprenticeships do. However, there's no skill in shelf stacking.
Yes. Shelving. Oh.
Yeah, so many people were saying this should have been a maybe not full-time, but like at least a part-time paid position rather than a volunteer position, because you're not really helping anyone, you're not helping society, you're just making sure all the bottles are perfectly lined up. And so it's just led to a huge debate about whether they should have done this or not. And so the pharmacy quickly took down this job listing and said that it was posted in error, but was it really?
That's what they say.
Yes. So have you ever accepted a job without knowing what it was going to entail?
Yes. Coming to Korea, my first teaching job, I was really shy, and before I came to Korea, I still am, but before I came, I didn't want to take any interviews that required a Skype interview. So I took the first job that just through a phone call. I moved across the world, and
you're brave.
I cried my first night because I was like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I got myself into, and it was a lot of work that was not necessarily posted on everything that entitled an English teacher's job. There was a lot of other things that they had us do, and I was like, what? This was never in the posting for anything. But I've learned my lessons since then.
Great.
How about yourself?
Similar experience in Korea. I think recently I left a position. My original hours were supposed to be 1 until 9, and then 1 until 9 became 2 until 10, and then 2 until 10 became 11 till 10. I had so much work to do that I had never anticipated, and so I left as quickly as I could, just for my physical health and mental health, I think. I think if you find yourself in a position with a job that doesn't match your expectations, I think it's really important to like cut ties as soon as you can, just to protect yourself and find a better opportunity. Like, life is short, find something that suits you. So, as I mentioned before, would you ever want to do a job that involves cold calling people?
Cold calls, you just like telemarketers?
Yeah,
kind of stuff?
telemarketers.
No, I'm very, like I said, I'm very shy. I don't, if I can't see you or if you're seeing me through a phone, I don't like it. I won't even answer my phone when people call me directly. That's no,
true.
I don't want to. I'd feel very stressed. I know. How about you? You're quite talkative. I would imagine you would like to.
But I'm also very sensitive, and I think that telemarketers have a hard time of being like, maybe yelled at, being like, "Stop calling me." I would take it personally, like they didn't
yell back.
Yeah, they did. No,
You stop talking.
not that. I would feel like, but why don't you want to talk to me? What did I do?
I'm a nice person.
Even though it's not like it's a problem with the company rules that person has, I would take it personally, being like, why didn't you want to have a conversation with me? I'm so fun. So no telemarketing for me, unfortunately.
Right.
So we hope that you learned something today. Remember, if an opportunity comes knocking, try to take it, but research what the job position is first.
Before you let them in.
Yeah, don't accept the offer until you've read some reviews online, I think. So make sure that you try to incorporate today's vocabulary in your everyday life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Entail.
Entail.
Pro bono.
Pro bono.
Questionable.
Questionable.
Apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship.
Incredulous.
Incredulous.